Hey, welcome to Good Kraken episode 96. Oh, Jesus God, 96 of these?
96, baby. Let's go.
We're getting
My
close.
name is Devin Stanford, a.k.a. Brevin the Dude, a.k.a. the 5-star man, a.k.a. I'm saying a.k.a. too much right now. I am joined today by somebody who isn't nobody. Well, kinda. He's the gaslighting extraordinaire himself, the screaming Polynesian, Ernell Pearson.
What's up, dude? You're not actually
Shut up, you
watching this
gaslight
shit, you
people.
know?
Anyways, we're also joined today by Garrick B. Eaton. He's actually eking Vermilion beer.
I actually just finished eating because
I love you for that.
because I'm a good guy and I don't eat on the actual podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just like you don't gaslight.
Except for that one time I did.
just the one time, and then all of our other podcasts that we do.
Yeah.
Just be
Look,
chopping.
I just need you to know that I do have a Wendy's sugar cookie locked and loaded.
Jesus Christ. Jesus
Guys,
Christ.
I like to eat. Don't fucking judge me.
Hey,
listen,
guys,
no judgment here.
I got off work late today, and I was like, man, I'm hungry. I got a podcast here in a minute. What's the best thing? Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
When
Oh shit! Look at that shirt.
when nothing else is there to have your back, Taco Bell does. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They're
dude.
always there for you.
Can
Taco
I
Bell.
say something? I know we always talk about food here because what? Food's great. We have to eat food every day, right?
Yeah,
it's a
sure,
it's a
sure,
part of
sure.
life.
Of course.
It's
Food.
part of life. So enjoy the food, right? Dude, that grilled chicken bacon ranch burrito that they do at Taco Bell now, that $2 one.
Yeah, the
Fire.
chicken
that
Caesar
shit's
burrito.
dope.
God
Yeah,
fucking damn,
dude.
dog. I bought 4 of those hoes for dinner the other night, and that was more than enough for me, dude. Like,
Oh,
they're
dude,
so
they're
good.
so big for
They're
what
so
they are,
good.
too.
My
Mm.
God,
Oh,
just
good.
put it
I just want.
in my
But-
fucking mouth.
You know what's also good, guys?
What, Devin? What's also good?
Pokemon. Another sniz moment, and weird Nintendo shit. The end of review season for now, and much, much more, because this is the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 12 p.m. and Saturday Pacific Standard Time. I think I didn't say Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday at 7.
Tuesday.
Yes, of course. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to patreon.com/Good Kraken Show, where you can submit questions and topics to the show. Arrivederci. Get exclusive post-show content and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea. Let me hear it, boys. Come on. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you're watching live, you have an important job. You can head on over to our fact check section in the official Good Kraken Discord channel, where that's right, again, I emphasize you can keep us humble and correct when we screw up information during the show. Babies, can you hit them with that Discord link?
Oh, baby boy, you know I got you.
I appreciate you. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us and help us keep pushing content out for all of you listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken, ! And leaving a review there. Review. Arrivederci. Now, Captain's orders. I just yelled too loud, and my roommate is probably going to text me and ask, "What the fuck?" No splash damage this week, guys.
Nope.
Not at all.
Why is that, Devin? Why are we not doing splash damage this week?
Because this Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at a Cinemark XD nearest by, Ernell and I are seeing the Batman.
Let's go,
Let's
baby. And then me and you and Garrick and Xander are all going to be reviewing it this Saturday. Let's fucking go, gentlemen.
Let's go.
I was born in the darkness.
I'm so ready.
Arrivederci. I listened to that episode today during my lunch break, and I can't fucking stand you. I can't fucking stand you.
Dude, that fucking clip. Fuck it, that shit made me laugh.
Hey, sure, even you came up the cuts with that dog. I can't. I fucking can't. Also, you're extra blurry right
You're
now. baby.
blurry.
You're like,
Why
hell.
am I? That's weird. Whoa.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
never
you
mind.
go.
It's
There
video.
You know, my computer did that thing. You know, when you turn your autofocus off,
It turned it back on.
it turned it back on.
Hey,
and I just
sometimes it
didn't
happens,
check
I'm
it before
saying.
show. But you know
Every
what? I
day.
look immaculate now, so that's all
You
I
do
care
look
about.
immaculate. You do look
I ain't
immaculate.
flickering like Greg Miller there over on Kind of Funny, you know,
The listen,
forgetting his shutter speed.
they all kind of flicker sometimes. Hey, you know, and you know what?
Dude.
It's fucking Discord,
Them
man.
LEDs,
Fucking
dog.
Discord is just
Fucking LED.
just killing
Yeah,
us, man.
yeah.
Discord.
I
tearing us
do
apart.
enjoy Batman and Kind of Funny. If y'all haven't checked that out, that I'm just putting a shout out there. You should go check it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Hey, let's go. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Ernell, I heard something trickling over there. What do we got next, my guy?
My pee. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's little waves, baby. Let's go.
That's right. I asked you to say what it was, but guess what, Garrick? Sound off. What's up? Tell us what the people
Yeah, I
are.
was just like, you really kind of
Before you do though, Garrick, Gone in chats is just showing how y'all doing. I'd like to say we're doing good. I think we're killing. I think we're killing it tonight, boys.
I'm doing a spectacular okay.
Spectacular K.
Spectacularly-
I'm on the
Spectacularly
spectacular side of
okay.
okay.
Spectacular.
I don't know that I
Okay-er.
like that.
Spectacular.
I'm
Arrivederci. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Garrick, tell people what Little Waves is.
Okay plus. There you go. There you go.
Okay, plus, there you go.
I think I'm okay plus max right now. I think that's
Okay,
what
plus max. Wow. Wow, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
It's our news segment featuring our stories that might not be big enough to be in our headlining news segment, the Helm. It's actually kind of so these are just some snippet stories with little snippets of the articles that go along with them. And that's that. Basically, it's light. It's a light news week, y'all. Not much going on because we literally shit all of it out the last 28 days, and now we're all gonna be in recovery.
Goddamn, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because it's a
But
light month
so-
this month. It is not a busy
it's
month.
like we're gonna treat this as a cleanser month.
Just get through the games that we got
Just-
this month and just goddamn
Yes,
cleanse the palate
exactly.
like a good what are they at sushi places the ginger
Some ginger?
get some
Ginger?
ginger in there.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, get you some ginger in there.
oh
Get you
yeah,
some
let's
ginger
go.
in there.
I like that
Anyways,
ginger in my mouth, baby. Let's go.
Exactly. Indiana Jones 5 is wraps filming nearly 14 years after Kingdom of the Crystal Skull premieres. The news was shared by both the Indiana Jones 5 director James Mangold and producer Frank Marshall. They each shared an image to commemorate the moment, with Mangold posting a still from Raiders of the Lost Ark and Marshall presenting a hat that says Indy.
Yes,
You guys
sir.
excited for the new?
I thought I just
Indiana
saw. I just thought I just saw the new Indiana Jones movie in theaters.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. God,
Don't
get
you
out.
dare
Get out.
insult
Yeah, don't
Indiana
you fucking
Jones
dare.
like that.
Hey, don't we don't do that. No. I mean, listen, okay, Crystal Skull was not the most amazing fucking thing on the planet. I get it.
We can skip that one though, but like the first three are they're just so good that you can
Classics.
forgive.
Classics.
Forgive 'em.
We can
Can
get
I
over
say
it.
this?
What?
I'm totally okay with Shia LaBeouf like repraising his role though.
I'm
To
fine
be
with it.
honest, I would have been cool with it too. That was like the one part of the movie I think I was kind of okay with.
Yeah,
I mean,
I thought he was a good like indie son, role.
I think
thought he was.
I think I just have a sweet spot for Shia. Like,
Yeah.
truthfully.
I like the fact
Which
that
way?
he knocked out Tom Hardy on a set of stairs at a hotel.
Yeah, it takes a real one to do that, dog. I mean, my issues
real.
with Crystal Skull were not very much not Shia LaBeouf. It was very much the writing, and so it's like I wouldn't mind if you took it back and we actually got a good writer. You know what I mean? That'd be nice. Be fucking nice that they
It's
would
crazy, man.
out here just as South Park said, R wording Indiana Jones.
I wish Uncharted had a better writer too.
Garrick, go on. Just continue.
My goodness.
Let's just continue.
Do you think we're gonna get promotional since they've fapped filming? Since they've wrapped filming,
I don't.
Do you think we're gonna get promotional material soon, or do you think we're a ways out yet?
I think they might start promoting it around holiday season, and I could see this for an early 2023 release.
I see this.
I see this being a holiday release when it comes out,
I'd
or maybe a summer blockbuster.
I was gonna say I say summer. I feel like summer. They'll announce it January, February next year, and then drop that release date with it.
Mm-hmm.
Get us.
You think like school's out, like it's summer.
Gone. Is Shy still canceled or is he back? I mean,
he's trying his best.
He's trying.
Like
I mean, the thing is,
watch Peanut Butter Falcon. Then you decide.
I think Shia has figured out his place in the world, and it's not being in the spotlight.
it's not being in Michael Bay movies. That's what it is.
Yeah, it hurts everybody, doesn't it? Yeah.
I'm not convinced that anybody needs to be in those. As a matter of fact,
watch Peanut Butter Falcon though. If you want to see something that's redeeming for him, watch Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yep, big agree.
Yeah.
That movie will make you cry.
It's a good movie. Very good movie.
Yep.
Very solid.
Garrick,
also, Holes. Watch Holes.
Yeah. Garrick, can you tell the people what you have next?
I can fix that.
Well, you want to know what doesn't need fixing? The fact that Elden Ring just keeps getting bigger on Steam.
Yes, that's
per
true.
Steam DB data, Elden Ring has hit record peak concurrent users every day since it was released. More than 707,000. Oh my goodness, letters. 764,000 played Elden Ring on February 25th, followed by more than 861,000 the next day and 891,000 the day after that. Elden Ring's peak concurrent players is currently 891,638. Why can't I do the hard one in one try? Fucking stupid brain. Placing it 7th in the all-time list behind only my seal. Oh my god. Behind only New World, Cyberpunk 2077, Dota 2, Counter-Strike Go, Lost Ark, and PUBG. Like, good God, why did I struggle so much?
It's okay. Words are hard.
Hey, it's hard.
Dude,
but in this case, it was
bitch.
Yeah. In this case, it was numbers that were hard first.
Also, why do they call
it was just downhill from there.
Why do they call it PUBG Battlegrounds? Why are they saying Player Unknown's Battlegrounds?
That's why I didn't read it, because it confused me. Also, the way they did Counter-Strike Go, and I was like, everyone just calls it CS:GO. Like, just do like you did Dota 2. Like, why can't you abbreviate everything else?
Yeah, right. Right.
Where'd the article come from? That'll give you your answer.
That one was IGN.
That one was IGN.
Hey, I will say this, and I think it's kind of funny. I commented on one of IGN's posts. I was like, hey, do you guys need a new editor? And then I had a screenshot of a sentence that was just like repeatedly over and over.
First off, there's not a fucking chance any of the three of us would ever get hired.
I just had to.
Our schedule like every 3 weeks.
I was just like, hey guys, need help?
Secondly, hire me, IGN. Anyways,
yeah, same.
You guys
hire all of us.
Shocked
no,
that
dude.
this just keeps getting like bigger numbers on Steam.
At all. Let me put it for you in perspective real quick. Elden Ring is like outside of Sekiro, which I kind of forced myself to play, even though I didn't beat it. I like forced myself to play it because I heard so much great things. And I was like, man, this really is just another Dark Souls game. You know, that's like what I thought. And I fell off of it because, you know, other things happened.
You're wrong, but
this, I'm obviously. That's what I'm trying to get at, motherfucker.
Carry on.
Continue.
This time you didn't gaslight like me. It was true. You know? But anyways, I just want to say Elden Ring, I'm actually having a good time with. I'm not as far as these two knuckleheads right here, but I am having fun with it. I'm getting to the point where like all the enemies, like especially in the beginning area, let me tell you, you can die very easily in the beginning area.
Die very easily in the whole area.
In the
whole ass game.
I'm just saying, it's like now when I see bosses, I'm like, oh, that looks kind of scary, but fuck it, let's go fight it. You know what I mean? That's like at the stage I'm at finally, like with my playability. It's like I'll see a whole like horde of enemies, and I'm like, okay, can I stealth kill these? Oh no, I can't. I'm just gonna take one off at a time and try and run away and just keep going. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
So let me ask you this real quick. Have you defeated Margit yet?
I haven't even got to Margit yet.
Okay, so look, this is the beauty of the Souls. So of like really getting, because like you're like truly getting to experience the Souls game in my opinion this time around. There is, when you defeat Margit, the fucking dopamine you get from that shit. It's like astronaut. That is better than any drug. When I beat Margit, I literally went next door into my wife and I's room, and I like put her hand on my chest, and I was like, "Do you feel how fast my heart is beating right now?" And she's like, "Yeah, but why?" And she was just like, I was just like, "Video games," and she was just like, "I don't understand you." And then I went back.
You're like, Margit.
But dude, like, it's the like defeating a boss that you slammed your head up against the wall against for like a couple of days or hours or whatever, and Dark Souls is the best feeling, dude.
Yeah, I'm really excited to like dive in more. And like, here's the thing. The thing that really draws me into Elden Ring is the lore and the gameplay. Like and just the world in general. Like, if you just lowered the difficulty a little bit, I would like probably play this game at all hours all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes any sense. Like, even though I'm already playing this game for hours at a time, I would like dedicate my life to this game, just like I did with Skyrim. That's how cool I think it is. But you know what's also really cool, Garrick? Why don't you tell the people what this troll did?
Someone bought SilentHill.com, seemingly to troll Konami. SilentHill.com now displays a single real tweet from Silent Hill 2 and 3's art director, Mashiro Ito, who said he regrets designing
Masahiro.
Oh, I left out a whole ass syllable in there.
Masahiro. There you go.
Come on, teacher.
Masahiro Ito, who said he regrets designing the series' iconic villain Pyramid Head. The change was spotted by PC Gamer, which also noted that Konami failed to renew the Silent Hill domain in 2019, but was able to buy it again. He's got it up on the screen. Was able to buy it again in that instance. While Ito doesn't say why he regrets creating Pyramid Head, PC Gamer also acknowledges that the developer tweeted previously that for Konami to use Pyramid Head in so many titles makes Pyramid Head cheaper, before deleting the post. Look, if you have to delete the post, you know you did a bad thing.
Also, too, he was catching a lot of heat. I watched when he posted that, and I was like, Ito, don't do this, dog. Like, don't do this.
So iconic.
I mean, like, I get his grievances, because he's just like, God, it's so tired. It's so tired, y'all. Like, I get it. But he made one of the most iconic video game characters ever in history. Ever. And I'm sure he takes pride in that. He also is just probably really tired of seeing the same fucking dude in every goddamn Silent Hill piece of content in some way, shape, or form. I would get tired of it too. It's like, listen, I love this character.
Do you think it's like the video game like creator like version of like only being known for one thing, like as an actor?
100%. I mean, like,
I bet he has other work that's like fantastic that we just haven't seen. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. Like, it's been 20 years since Pyramid Head was created.
Well, imagine like being in a band that was a one-hit wonder. You know what I mean? Like, imagine being in Tool.
Imagine being Rick
especially. Imagine being in Toto. You know what I mean? Imagine being on Marion. You know what I mean? Like, imagine Ray J. Imagine being Ray J.
Oh my god.
Imagine dragons. Imagine dragons. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine Dragons is arguably not a one-hit wonder, but we're
Yeah.
not going to worry about that
you're
right.
You're right.
now.
You're 100%.
Yeah,
What
because
we
what
are
we're really gonna
Gonna
worry,
worry
about.
about is some breaking news.
Let's
that's
fucking
happening right
go!
now.
Gentlemen, let's talk about some shit here. Gon says Ray J's only hit was the Kim video. Oh, it was a hit, all right. It was a hit. Our first piece of breaking news, y'all. Marvel Netflix shows and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. coming to Disney Plus this month. Gentlemen, let's give it a hand. Let's give it a fucking hand.
Was
Right.
Let's fucking go. Hey, I called it too, dog. I called it too. Like
Yeah.
we had an entire conversation about about them. Listen, like they took it off Netflix. It was easy to say, okay, like we can kind of see this coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the next step is seeing what they do as far as the rated R section that we're feeling is going to come, right? Now it's interesting because I saw some stuff earlier on today that was saying that Kevin Feige had finally confirmed that Blade is going to be PG-13.
Yeah, I saw that. Wasn't that just wasn't like an official confirmation? Though.
Exactly, and so I'm shoving that to the side because I don't
Okay.
we don't like following that sort of stuff until it's officially said on camera to some documented extent,
Or at least put out as
Or
like
at
a
least on
blog or like a
from an official
tweet,
post.
like
Yeah.
from them or like
Yes,
Marvel
exactly.
firsthand. I'm stoked. I don't know if you guys remember, we didn't talk about this on the show, but it was like a week ago, maybe even 2 weeks ago. I hit you guys up on Discord and I was like, hey guys, I just caught, a leak of this all happening March 16th.
Right.
And then Xander was like, I think that's just for Canada. And I was like, well, I hope not.
Yeah.
And so here we are.
Now, I'm also very interested too because I didn't think that they would do this with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought they were just gonna put Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. off to the side. They were gonna care about that, but hey,
guys,
I think they're recanonizing a couple of things.
Multiverse, and I want fucking Coulson back.
I mean, like it's canon that he's not technically dead, right? Like that's
I know.
That's what I've heard. I haven't watched a lot of
Rider
Agents of
2.
S.H.I.E.L.D. yet, but
Yeah, they got
Ghost Rider.
Reyes. They
Mhm.
got Reyes, Ghost
Mhm.
Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Doesn't look bad.
So-
Doesn't look bad. Yeah,
and the
dude.
Darkhold.
Yeah.
The Darkhold.
This is rad. This is rad. It feels good. It feels right. It's definitely a sign to what could potentially be coming for the MCU.
So
'cause-
I think the reason why they're doing this, especially right now, this is just 2 weeks before the release of Moon Knight. And I believe it's because Moon Knight's going to be in this section, whatever they put it in, because they have already said that Moonlight is, quote unquote, from Kevin Feige's mouth, hyper violent.
yeah.
So, and a lot of people have said you're muted, Garrick.
Yes, they did say that.
Yeah, they did say that it was going to be similar to Netflix Daredevil. They have said that. So
yeah.
I feel like they're putting these on just like as a little preparation for people too who haven't seen that side of Marvel, to show them that this is what's coming into this phase now.
Yeah. Well, and it's cool too because it just came off today. Literally today, they took them off Netflix, and we were like, okay, so how long is it going to take? I remember us talking about that. We were like, okay, well, they're to take it off, but how long is it going to take for them to put it onto Disney Plus so that we think that they're going to? God damn, it's not that long. Like, it's fucking 2 weeks.
I bet
dude.
you they wanted that dead time to be real small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, we're
Those
not
shows
waiting a
are
month.
still
for this.
popular.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
Especially after Charlie Cox's Daredevil being in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, fuck the embargo. Let's talk.
The embargo was officially lifted.
That's done.
The
We're
embargo
done.
was officially lifted.
If you haven't seen
Marvel.
Spider-Man yet, I'm sorry, but like you,
like I'm
You
sorry,
live under a
Andrew and
rock.
Toby are all over the internet now. You can't avoid
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
literally on promotional
Right.
display to buy the fucking Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Like you
so-
can't avoid
sorry,
it
y'all,
anymore.
But we can't avoid it forever. All right, we can't.
Yeah,
avoid
and
it
you know
forever.
what? To for us just now talking about it, we did a very good job for y'all. Anyways,
You know what?
I
Yeah.
really did. I saw that shit 4 times.
Yeah, I saw it twice.
Let's go.
Ernell,
Let's go.
what's the other breaking news we got, my guy?
Gentlemen, my boys, Futurama, John DiMaggio will in fact return, officially ending Bender Gate. Let's give it another hand, y'all. Let's give it another hand. Let's go. According to Deadline, DiMaggio has signed on to return to Futurama in the upcoming 20-episode revival season. He will once again voice Bender, a bending unit with a penchant for booze, gambling, and any other kind of vice. This means that Futurama will have its original voice cast when the series returns to Hulu. What a revival series was announced. DiMaggio is the only voice actor not yet signed to return, and the producers promise to try their best to get DiMaggio or recast the role.
Yep.
Let's
I'm so
fucking
glad
go.
they got the original
Yeah,
actor, dude.
yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad. Futurama has like such a special fucking place in my heart, dude.
Yeah.
Rip Oscar.
Are you guys gonna watch this series when it comes out?
100%.
I mean, I'm like real behind on Futurama, to be completely honest with you, but
I don't think it matters.
But that's what I was gonna say. I don't think it matters. Like, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a fucking deal. It's Futurama, right? It's like watching The Simpsons.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch every episode of The Simpsons to know what the fuck is going on.
Although-
The Simpsons,
Same
like,
thing with South Park.
Although I will say the series finale for Futurama fucking rules.
damn.
It's like
okay, all right,
it's like
all right.
you end up crying at the end. You're just like, what the fuck, man? This
Damn.
is Futurama.
Yeah, dude. Goddamn. Then I gotta watch that.
Yeah,
Y'all know that me and Devin and Garrick love us a good tearjerker. You know what I'm saying? We love that shit. Love that shit. Bathe us in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Cardboard King, Jesus baby, what's happening? What's happening, dude? We're stoked on Bender too. It's rad because like DiMaggio was really he was throwing some punches there. And then he really kind of took a turn where he was like, I'm not just doing this for like me. Like, all the actors need to get paid more. And he really sort of clarified that in the process of this Bendergate thing going on, where like a lot of people were like, "Oh, dude, you're just doing this because you wanted money, and that's why you're being a bitch."
He's like, no, this is for me and my castmates.
Yeah, all of us deserve more money, and like that's what I'm fighting for. And I was like, you know what? Maybe you're not as big of a cunt as I thought you were. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude.
He is,
Especially
but-
because he is.
he is. But
When it comes right down to it, though, like all of these voice actors like have other successful projects right now. Like I think 90% of the cast from Futurama is on Disenchantment, which is a fucking phenomenal show. It literally just came out with part 4. Like it's still going.
Well, yeah. The issue though is I can see just knowing the background stories of DiMaggio and like how he's hard to work with and how he's just kind of that guy. I can see why they were like, we might want to consider recasting him, but I can also see why he hasn't really been picked up for other content. So it's like,
Yes.
you know, but because of such, let's just fucking put him back here and let's just have him be successful as the Bender that we know and love. And let's just fucking pick up that ball and run with it. You know what I mean? Let's fucking do that. And now we are here, gentlemen. It makes me.
Yep, I'm
goddamn
ready
happy.
to see some Bender doing some more bending and drinking a lot of booze. And what does Bender do? He usually has sex with trash cans that he thinks that are robots when he's drunk.
My shiny metal ass.
Yep. And you know what I really want to see though? I want to see the robot mafia. I want to see the guy who's just like, I'm gonna clamp you.
You know? Clamps.
But like that woo noise is like one of my favorite episodes of Futurama, where like he gets all really fat and so they're rolling him down the street, and every time he rolls he's like woo, and they're like, what is that noise? And they're like, oh, it's air releasing from his fat flaps. And I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, and they didn't even make a sound effect for it. They literally had a voice actor go woo, like as he's like rolling down the street. Jesus
That's
Christ.
amazing.
Devin, what's next, dude?
You guys need to watch Disenchantment if you haven't. Like if you guys have been missing that, like Disenchantment hits all those notes. Dude.
Listen, you watched Sweet Tooth, so I will do that. I will do that, but I have to do it after Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer is finished. I have to
let's
finish
get that
this
all
one.
set
That's
up
fair.
for you after the
Those
show.
are priority.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more on hands on deck. I'm sure.
But you know what we're gonna start talking about?
What's that, Devin?
We're gonna start talking about our main news segment.
Let's
The
Oh my god, fuck. Ooh, fuck.
All right, these are our headlining news segments. Ernell, could you tell the good people out there our first news story?
Oh, you know what? I certainly can, my friend. I got to copy and paste it into my browser first before I do that, though.
And for
let's see.
chat,
'Cause
here
there's a
you
lot.
all.
There you go. There you go. All right, ladies, gentlemen, ladies, thens, all you lovelies at home. First off, we are talking everything announced during the Pokemon Day 2022 celebration. It is a Pokemon Day 2022 rundown for all of y'all. We're talking everything that got released as written by the wonderful Adam Bankers over at IGN. And what I'm going to do, instead of reading the whole article, I'm going to fill you guys in, starting from the earliest announcement to the biggest and last announcement that we got. First off, Pokemon Unite players can try out Mythical Pokemon Hoopa and earn its license. The Mythical Pokemon Hoopa has joined Pokemon Unite, and all players can try them out for free in celebration of Pokemon Day 2022. Additionally, those who log in between now and March 14th will receive a Pokemon Day hat and t-shirt in-game. Lastly, full Fury battles were shown, and Duraludon, did I pronounce that right, Garrick? Duraludon? Duraludon?
I don't have the article. I don't have the article pulled up.
That sounds
I would
about
have to
right.
see what-
Ernell.
I mean, you're
that
the-
I'll
sounds
give you a
probably
pass.
pretty
It's
close
a
enough.
made-up word. It's a
But,
made-up word
Garrett's been caught
anyways.
up in Pokemon. That's why I asked Garrett. Duraludon? Duraludon?
That
Is
sounds
that a Pokemon? Is that a
right?
Pokemon?
That sounds
Was-
right.
I gotta see it. I
Was
But they-
revealed as
no,
the next
there's-
Pokemon to join the roster. What?
There's no VO in the games. So
No, I
there's
know,
no way for you
but
to
it's
really
just
know.
like
They all have official
talking about it.
pronunciations.
You know, it's like Pokemon Cafe Remix adds bonuses for Pokemon Day 2022. In celebration of Pokemon Day 2022, Pokemon Cafe Remix players will be able to enjoy a log-in bonus of a celebratory outfit for Bulbasaur, a quote-unquote 4-day period of an increased chance of shiny Piplup appearing, and that chance to try out the game's new delivery feature 11 times for free. Next up, we have Pokemon Masters EX celebrates 2.5 years with free gifts in celebration of Pokemon Day, and it being 2.5 years since Pokemon Masters EX was released. Players can earn 3,000 gems and scout 10 sync pairs each day for 10 days for free. Trainers May, Skyla, and Raihan will also become available in special outfits. I fucking nailed those names, boys. Let's go. Let's
Yeah, you
fucking
did,
go.
you did, you did.
Pokemon Go to add Pokemon from the Alolan region on March 1st.
That's
Pokemon
actually kind of hype.
That is kind of hype, honestly. Pokemon that call Pokemon, wait, what? Pokemon that call Pokemon Sun and Moon's Alola region home, there we go, will begin appearing in Pokemon Go on March 1st. Until then, Alolan form Executor will be available to catch. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shield Pearl, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl trainers will be able to add Shaman to their party. By using an item called Oak's Letter received as a mystery gift, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl players will be able to catch the mythical Pokemon Shaman by talking to Professor Oak on Route 224. Next, Pokemon Legends Arceus Daybreak update arrives later today, and this was written 2 days ago, so it is available now. Pokemon Legends Arceus Daybreak update will arrive later today, and will have the Hisui region. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, Hisui.
Just making
Yeah,
sure. I did
Hisui.
jump a line though, and we'll have trainers quote investigating mysterious outbreaks of Pokemon that are popping up all over the Soy region. Jesus Christ, I can't read today. They will also be able to, quote, battle powerful opponents like legendary Pokemon and Wardens, adding yet more options to the Pokemon battle experience. Fuck! End quote.
I like that. Because right now
Players.
you can only battle the Wardens once.
Oh, you get to rebattle. Ooh, some grind mechanics. I like it. Players will also be able to receive 30 Ultra Balls, Gigaton Balls, and Jet Balls by entering the password these balls. No, just joking. Arceus Adventure in the mystery gifts menu before March 31st, 2022. Furthermore, there will be an online animated series set in Pokemon Legends Arceus's Hisui region that will launch later in 2022 with an original story.
You
That-
missed your opportunity to say just D's nuts. and you failed.
But he
me.
said balls. It said balls 3 times. I was
But
going
you
off the
could have
balls
just
thing.
said D's
I like
nuts.
what you
balls,
ran
these
with
balls.
it. I like with it.
Thank you, Garrick.
Honestly,
Thank
the
you.
only thing I'm disappointed you didn't add the got him at the end. That's the only thing I feel like you missed.
Fuck,
Yes,
you're right.
you didn't
God damn
commit.
it.
8 out of
God damn
8 out of
fuck.
10. 8 out of 10.
You
You're
didn't
right.
commit.
You're right. You're right. But you know what? Pokemon did commit to, boys. Let's fucking go. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet announced for late 2022. Generation 9 will officially begin later this year when Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet arrive on Nintendo Switch in 2022. This open world, quote unquote, where various towns with no
Can I
borders.
pause you like right there? I have to. I have to.
Let me finish the sentence.
Okay.
Where various towns with no borders blend seamlessly into the wilderness within will be, quote unquote, evolutionary step for the Pokemon franchise. Go ahead, Garrick.
Look, I talked about this when we talked about Arceus. The theory holds up. Every previous game, they test some shit, and then the next game actualize it. Like fucking almost open world Pokemon.
Let me finish this sentence because I do have a thought for you. We were also introduced to the new starter Pokemon, and they are wonderful. When trainers begin their journey, they will choose between the Grass Cat Sprigatito, the Fire Croc Fuecoco, or the Water Duckling Quaxley. Garrick. Sprigatito. Is it?
Sprigatito.
That's
Sprigatito.
First off, Garrick, 100%, you're right. I really did not think it would be this soon. That was fucking fast. That was really fast.
They move quick.
It sounded like they had the next bullet ready to go. Like they were like, we're gonna drop Arceus. We know this is gonna sell. We know people are gonna do it. It was less about trying to see if people would like it and more about getting people ready for what's to come. And like that, I fuck with, because before it felt more like, are they gonna like it? If they don't like it, we'll just take it out, right? Like it sort of felt like that because they were sort of waiting for the next generation to come. With this, it's like they had a whole rollout planned, and that's fucking rad. My second thing,
Oh yeah.
which starter are you fuckers gonna pick? Because I'm getting a Switch for this fucking game, baby. Let's go.
I'm picking Weed Cat. I'm gonna pick Weed Cat.
Sprigatito is Weed Cat. That's
He is
literally
Weed
exactly
Cat.
what I thought too.
He is
I
Weed
like
Cat,
I
yep.
saw him and I'm like, that cat is a living joint.
That is marijuana cat.
Weed Cat.
Mayor
I'm gonna
Kitty.
pick Weed Cat.
Yeah.
So I have to make a tentative answer, and my tentative answer right now was also Sprigatito. Only because I always base my final choice off what the final evolution looks like.
That's fair. That is fair. Fuecoco's fucking adorable though. I need Fuecoco in
Dude,
my life.
You really do be. He
Yeah,
really do be.
It would if I might change my mind last minute to Fuecoco, but
Quaxley can go fuck himself.
yeah,
I don't know what's up with that
looking
Elvis hair, dog.
motherfucker. Like he looks like a fucking B-roll character out of DuckTales.
Dude, there's literally a Pokemon that already looks exactly like it looks.
Yeah, Farfetch.
Can I also
No, there's a duck There's a straight up a duck Pokemon that looks almost exactly like him.
Oh,
And
someone
he
should
evolves into like a swan
assassinate
or some
Quaxley.
shit.
That's fucking
Yeah, fuck you,
that's
Quaxley.
fucking wild. Can we also
Watch
talk
his
about
final evolution just be fucking gnarly, ridiculously cool.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
wondering if they purposely picked Spanish end phrases for these names, because like each generation that they're sort of like loosely basing into a different continent around the world, they sort of have like the Pokemon's names for that region sort of lightly based on the language that is being spoken of that IRL like world. So for example, like the Alolan Pokemon, a lot of them had like Hawaiian-esque names for those Pokemon. This one, I'm wondering if this world is going to be, whatever region they end up calling this, is going to be more Central South American based.
I think it's either going to be Central South American or Italian, because I can't tell from
Very
some of the
similar,
end phrases.
right?
But
Yeah.
I think it's definitely going to be one or the other. And
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
never freaking tell based off the character models, because for whatever reason they always look white as shit no matter what. Like
Yeah,
every
yeah,
Pokemon
yeah.
game, it doesn't matter where it take place, everybody's freaking white.
I mean, Fuecoco's kind of
Which is
giving
weird
off some.
because it's a Japanese game.
Yeah. Fuecoco's kind of giving off some Coco vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
Dia de los
Ooh.
Muertos vibes. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Cardboard King in chat did say that they saw someone say that the landscape reminds them of Spain.
Oh, España. Okay, I can see that
Okay.
too. Yeah, well, just one of the romance languages, right? Like that's kind of like what we're getting out of this is like something that was a branch off Latin. Thank you, Cardboard King, for that.
I do like that. Now, since you're getting a Switch, this means you have a job. That job is to get Mario Kart.
Nah.
Because we're gonna have Mario Kart.
Love me some Mario Kart, dog.
We're gonna have
talk
some
to that.
Mario Kart championships here at GK because you're the only one that doesn't have a Switch right now.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
true.
know.
Yeah,
and I mean, like,
guess what? All of us have Mario Kart, and
I
so
mean,
does
like-
a lot of our viewers.
I mean, like, here's the deal. I wouldn't necessarily
Kart.
mind you guys doing some Mario Kart stuff, and I can just shoutcast it for you guys. I wouldn't mind doing that.
No, I want to hit you with a red shell.
You just
motherfucker.
want a dick swing, okay? You just want to be like, fuck you.
No,
I beat you in Mario
I,
Kart.
I know I can beat you. I don't know that.
Oh,
about Garrick,
fuck
though.
off! It's true though. He's right.
I just
don't play
want
Mario
to
Kart.
troll you and hit you with shells.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Garrick.
You know what we really don't? Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I do have a question for Garrick before we move on, though. Garrick, you're our Pokemon guy here. Was this a good Pokemon day?
It was actually, I was kind of fucking surprised to get another big announcement from Nintendo, let alone a Pokemon one this early. Like, I knew
So
it was going to be
soon,
big,
right.
but I didn't think it was going to be main title big. I'm not 100. I need to see a little bit more. I need some more Pokemon designs because I gotta tell you, this actually so far, this has been like the weakest set of title cards in my opinion for a Pokemon game.
Okay.
I can see that.
Sure.
Now, this is actually one thing I was just thinking about, Garrick. Do you feel like we could start to lose quality of Pokemon with them releasing these games annually, like Call of Duty games now? Like, arguably, we could say that Pokemon has become the Call of Duty for Nintendo in the sense of annualizing releases and stuff like that. Are you afraid of that happening with them coming out with these so back to back?
I don't think so, only because their formula works, and unlike Call of Duty games, they genuinely do try to like experiment with the franchise as time goes on. There's been several successful spin-offs, and you know, with Legends Arceus being another one, like they still have that they can still make that a franchise, like they can still be its own spin-off like franchise. And but like the core series is always gonna be like it is. I've never seen a core series game get a 10 out of 10. It just doesn't happen because like it's either loved by the casuals or it's loved by the competitives or vice versa. And that's just kind of the way that like Nintendo fans work. So it's really actually hard to gauge the true quality of a Pokemon game. But I don't think so. They've been pretty consistent over the years, even with their new stuff. Like, yes, there were some things about Legends Arceus where I was just like, this is a little concerning. I really don't want this to trend. Like, I don't want it to trend in this direction. But I already, like, the trailer for Scarlet and Violet, I was just like, I already feel better with the way that the open world looks in this trailer than compared to the way it looked in Arceus.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I saw some
I
texture
don't-
popping in the trailer, so I'm hoping
I
that
did
they
see
can
a little bit, but yeah.
with the city and stuff. I hope that they can smooth that out a little bit more before the release.
I mean, they are still in I would say beta phase right now. If it's not coming out till this holiday,
they're
they're in
pretty
beta
early
phase.
in.
So it's like
Yeah.
It'll be
it'll
this
brush up.
holiday for
Hopefully,
sure, though.
hopefully it'll brush up.
Yeah.
I don't want to have too much faith because you know. Hopefully,
no,
it'll be
I'm
brushed
with you
up.
on that. Exactly. And the craziest thing to me is like within a year, if you think about it, within a year from this last December to this next, we're having 3 major AAA Pokemon games come out
Let's fucking go.
within
baby.
1
Let's fucking
year.
go. Let's fucking
Yeah.
go, dude.
But before we get into our next story, I want to remind you that you can support us over at patreon.com/Good Kraken Show, where you can get early access to this episode before it goes public. You can write into the show and we can get this episode ad free. But if you're hearing this, you're not on Patreon. So for now, here is a word from our sponsors.
This piece of good Kraken content is brought to you by Glide mousepads. The world is changing, and the demand for PC gaming and work from home setups has never been as wild as it is right now. Having the best of the best in PC accessories only makes it easier to get your work done before you jump right back into the fray of the digital sea. And Glide knows exactly how to make it happen for you. Glide mousepads is the future industry leader in mousepads, offering beautiful, smooth, and waterproof products made with eco-friendly materials and non-slip rubber in a variety of sizes that are guaranteed to help you get the next win. Is your battle rug just looking a little crusty? Is the mouse just not as smooth as it used to be? Or are you just looking to get rid of that ergonomic mousepad your grandma got you for Christmas? Well, then I think we have the mousepad for you. You can go to glidemousepads.com right now and use code Kraken for 15% off the Founders Edition mousepad in every size available. Again, that's code KRAKEN, Kraken, for 15% off any Founders Edition mousepads today. Our next sponsor is Rogue Energy. Late nights are pretty much commonplace for us content creators, and any of us here at GK can attest that sometimes you're just too damn tired to even think about how not to be tired anymore. Lucky for us, though, Rogue has figured out how to give us those late nights and even earlier mornings the supercharge we all need. Rogue Energy is a low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula that is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Every formula Rogue Energy produces is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients and no chalky textures. Being the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, Rogue Energy strives to improve that in-game performance of gamers, streamers, and content creators everywhere. Look, I love this stuff. I've got 2 tubs at home right now. Your boy is drinking on some caramel vanilla latte in the mornings and sipping on some mango pineapple throughout the day. And if you are wondering how you can get these 2 dope flavors, well, I'm gonna tell you. You can head over to rogueenergy.com and use code GKRAKEN for 10% off your purchase on any shaker or formula tub of your choosing. That is GKRAKEN for 10% off any shaker or formula tub of you'd like. And now, back to your regularly scheduled Good Kraken content.
And we're back. Let's go.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Thank you very much. Please go check out Glide Mousepads and Rogue Energy. Great people, great partners, great products.
Very
Definitely
great,
worth it.
very great businesses, unlike some fuck faces that have been going around on Twitter as of today and last night. Don't support businesses like that, please. Support businesses that actually give a fuck about people, like Glide Mousepads and Rogue Energy. That'll be very much more worth your fucking money. Please.
Yep.
Please.
Definitely worth it. I love my Glide mousepad actually a lot.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah. You know what we don't love though?
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Being fucking weird, dude. Anyway.
Yeah. Nintendo won't allow Super Smash Brothers at EVO 2022. This is coming from Ethan Gotch over at Kotaku. So, Super Smash Brothers won't be featured at EVO 2022, the biggest fighting game event of the year. The Sony-owned esports organization announced the loss of the platform fighter in a statement on Twitter today, and appeared to blame the decision on Nintendo, which has historically tried to tightly control how its games are featured out in the wild. After revealing that the full lineup of games to be played at EVO 2022 would be announced in a live stream on March 8th on Twitch, the organization preempted questions about Super Smash Bros., saying upfront that it wouldn't be included. Quote, "We want to let you know in advance that Super Smash Bros. Will not be making a return appearance," said the EVO's organizers. Since 2007, we've seen historic Super Smash Bros. Moments that created at EVO events. Wow, guys, words today. We are saddened that Nintendo has chosen not to continue that legacy with us this year. EVO was online only last year due to the pandemic and canceled in 2020 over sexual misconduct allegations against the tournament's then CEO. Prior to that, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was featured at the 2019 event. Super Smash Bros. Melee and later Smash Bros. Wii U both came major parts of the tournament series each year, leading to some competitive matches and moments that are now considered major moments in the history of esports, alongside the storied legacy of fighting games like Street Fighter and Tekken. Nintendo hasn't always played nice with Evo, however. The Mario Maker infamously tried to shut down the Melee tournament at Evo 2013 and was adamant about not letting the tournament live stream any Smash Brothers matches. Following a massive backlash at fans and players by fans and players, however, the company eventually relented. In March 2021, Sony announced it was buying Evo, and last November, Nintendo announced it would partner with Panda Global to host its own Smash Brothers competitive circuit, though the company still hasn't revealed details of when that series will begin. It's unclear if those competing developments are at play in this decision. Quote, Nintendo has enjoyed engaging with fans at past Evo tournaments and wish to show the organizers the best with their new venture. A spokesman for Nintendo said at the time, we will continue to assess Evo and other opportunities as we plan for future online and offline Super Smash Bros. Tournament activity. Nintendo, Sony, and Evo did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Evo 2022 would have been the first time Super Smash Bros. Ultimate could have been featured at the event with all of its downloadable characters available. 3 years after the release, Nintendo revealed last October that Kingdom Hearts Sora would be the game's 86th and final fighter. Melee Pro and former Evo winner Juan Hungrybox Debima, did I say that right? That's right. Suggested players host their own tournament in Las Vegas on August 5th, the same weekend as Evo 2022. It looks like Juan has learned from E3 how Microsoft and Sony and EA and a lot of other outlets kind of host their own events right around E3 to make it a part of E3. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, let's be real here, okay? When Sony bought Evo, we could have seen this coming up from a mile away, right? Like Reed, what's happening, dog? DJ, what's happening, baby?
Hey, welcome, guys.
We could have seen this from a mile away. Sony bought Evo. Nintendo, being Nintendo, was going to say, well, if Sony is going to get money off of these fighting games and these tournaments and these things happening, we don't want that. We want to be making our own money off of our own game. And Nintendo has shown time and time again that that is the beat of the drum that they follow. And it's fucking weird. I get that it's fucking weird, but honestly, like, I don't necessarily blame them for this move. Like, they're not going to give Sony their money for their game being played at other people's tournaments. Like, they're just going to host their own fucking tournament, and it's going to make way more money than it would have the other way.
It makes total sense to me. Like 100%, it makes total sense, especially after Sony buying the company. You know, it's not unlike to see these platforms do things like this. Everybody does it. You know, they want their product to be most profitable for their platform, not other platforms.
Right.
Sony's been a very big proprietor to that until recently, putting MLB The Show on Xbox. I was like, whoa, okay. And I guess the next MLB The Show is also going to be on Switch as well. They're going completely multi-platform now.
Yeah, sure. But regardless, Garrick, you were going to jump in for a second. What were you going to say?
Oh, honestly, I'm just like, this isn't really, I don't feel like this hurts anybody, because like the Smash player base is pretty much arguably bigger than any of the other fighting games combined. So it just fucking get into it. God
Better hydrate, you motherfucker. Thank you, Reed, taking care of it.
I needed some water. I really did need some water. I feel quite refreshed now. Thank you, Reed.
Thank you, Reed.
But yeah, like this, the Smash player base is just it's bigger than all the other fighting games combined because it's Smash.
Yeah,
like
period.
Like they're gonna figure out a way to host their own tournament. They might do it adjacent to Evo, but like Evo's still gonna be great. Like it's not gonna its quality is not gonna diminish because it's missing one title.
Yeah, Yeah. I mean, like, Evo will still be a good tournament. Like, it's still going to have
Exactly.
Street Fighter, it's still going to have Tekken, it's still going to have Soul Calibur. Like, it's still going to have some of the major fucking fighting games. It just, Nintendo was like, hey, that's our shit. Like, why would we give that to Sony? Sony doesn't touch Smash Bros. Ever, at all. Sony does touch all these other games at some point or another, but Smash Bros. Is our game. Like, I don't necessarily blame them. Like, if I had a homie that I was like letting borrow like my bike for a bike race or some shit, and I didn't get to see a fucking penny out of that, and that was the agreement, then I'd be like, give me my fucking bike back.
Yeah. I mean, the interesting like argument though that can be made that makes it kind of weird too at the same time is like, there are characters in Smash Brothers that are primarily on the Sony platform. You got Cloud, you got Sephiroth, you got Sora, you got Joker from Persona 5. Like, those are all like Sony exclusive games for the most part.
Yeah, but they're contracted though, right?
Yeah,
like,
they made their own deal for that. Like, that was its own thing. They got what they were owed for those to use those characters.
Yeah.
That would, like this literally is just the equivalent of if these guys were like best friends, Nintendo and Sony, right? Nintendo's like, I'm gonna let you borrow my copy of Smash Bros. And Sony was like, sick. And then Sony took that copy of Smash Bros. And hosted like a tournament at his house with a $5 fee, but Nintendo wasn't allowed to play.
There you go.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, ultimately, and just like Kim and you just said, it's maybe there was just a licensing fee / percentage that they couldn't agree on as two different companies, which is very possible.
Yeah, it very much could have been. I mean, they don't ever really talk about this stuff publicly, so it's impossible for any of us to really know, unless you're Jason Schreier, because he finds out fucking everything, dude.
Yeah, I swear, like, I bet you people on the inside, they just hear his name and they're like, oh.
Dude, Jason,
yeah, I'll tell you everything.
He's the fucking
assassin. If you're on the
dog.
inside and you hear his name, you're like, fuck, some shit I said just got leaked.
And like the thing is too is like Jason Schreier has like earned that, right? He's earned that because he protects his sources. He has never
100%.
once ever gotten even close to leaking one of his sources. So when anything goes down in the games industry, they're like, we need this to get out. They go to him and he's like, I got you, dog. Ain't nobody finding out shit about you, dog. Like, you have an address? Not anymore. He's like he's the police like identity protection program, but for the games industry, dog. Like,
he's probably got safe houses all across the world.
Dog, seriously, he's just taking up people from Blizzard, like Activision left and fucking. He's got 85 homes that he's housing right now as we speak.
He's like, yo, Blizzard, yo, Blizzard.
Born.
He's like, yo, Blizzard, I bought an apartment complex. You guys need somewhere safe to stay.
Confirmed, dog. Jason Schreier works for the FBI. Let's go.
Let's go.
Confirmed. I digress.
Thank you, Jason Schreier, for all of your work.
Thank you, Jason Schreier, for all of your beautiful work, dog. We love you. We love you. What's next, Devin?
What's next is my hands on a dick.
I hate this.
What a segue.
I hate that segue so much.
It's the 10-finger plan. That's what's next.
Thank you for finally just owning it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for finally owning it.
I'm not the man with the 10-finger plan. It's just, this is the 10-finger plan. That is the new name for this segment, by the way, guys.
Listen, I used I used Did you hear the part in one of our recent episodes? It was Shipwreck. Did you listen to Shipwreck from last week?
No, I did.
I told them I told them I have to snitch on myself here. I told them you were gone because you opened up your cupboards and boom, alien squirrels right there. The alien squirrels came out, and Genesee was like, "Well, as Squirrel Girl, I hope that Devin isn't out here hurting my squirrels." And I said, "No, alien squirrels." And she was like, how can he tell the difference? I was like, well, the 5-star man has something called the 5-star scan. And he can just tell. He can just see when they're the alien squirrels. And Garrick died. He was like, activate X-ray vision.
Activate X-ray vision.
What if I did, though, guys? Like, what would you do if I just had X-ray vision this whole time and I just didn't tell anybody?
Do you look at my
Why do you think I never ask what's in the box?
Oh, that's a good point.
He knows what's in the box.
He knows it's in the box. It's me.
Exactly.
It's me in the box.
I just never asked.
Devin, what's hands on deck? What is that?
Hands on deck, where each of us pick one movie, TV show, game. In this case, we're all picking TV shows tonight to tell you about it and see if you guys want to watch it.
Hey, let's go.
Garrick, my guy, what have you been watching with your eyes?
Yeah, what have you been fucking watching, Garrick?
Yeah,
What are you
with those little peepers
Well,
you got
those
there.
little ginger eyes.
My wife and I, my eyes aren't ginger. My
I know,
hair's
but you're a ginger and your eyes match.
Why do you keep calling him Ginger, huh?
What's wrong with that?
You got something against gingers?
No.
Technically, I'm not a ginger though. I do not have freckles.
He's Italiano. He is Italiano ginger. He's not even really like ginger. It's just
have
he's got red hair. He's got red hair.
Just do
I'd
that.
a Mexican
Are you
friend.
stereotyping him just because he has red hair?
I'm about to stereotype you. You don't shut the fuck up. Garrick, what did you watch this week? God damn it, go.
So my wife and I actually just recently started a brand new sitcom. It's premiering on ABC and but we're watching it on Hulu. I'm pretty sure it's like a tandem release. But it is called Abbott Elementary, and dude, what a fucking sitcom! It's really really good. It takes place in a inner city Philadelphia elementary school. That's it's like a K through 8 elementary school, like elementary school setting. Super diverse cast. Actually, most of the primary cast is either a person of color or a well-written member of the LGBTQ
Okay, so
plus
if
community.
the store has 10 potatoes, right? You take away 2 of them.
And it features, I can never ever remember his name, but one of the main cast members is the gentleman from Everybody Hates Chris, who played Chris.
Oh yes, love him so much.
Yes,
It's got like Office vibes.
Yes, it does. It does do the. It is a mockumentary sitcom.
Okay, hold on. Is this gonna be like The Office but for elementary school teachers?
That's exactly what it is.
I love you so much.
My wife and I laughed our asses off.
I was
just
so
like,
much.
this is our whole life.
Dude, that's literally what I was gonna say. I was like, you guys are watching this because you have like a personal attachment to what this story is telling, and that's so
Literally
fucking
because
funny
we
to
lived
me.
it. Dude, there are articles about this show about how it is the best sitcom to air since the end of Modern Family.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has
Okay.
a 100% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
And an 81% from audiences.
I like
Guys.
that, dude. I'm here for that.
I am going to smoke an egregious amount of weed and watch the show.
Dude, the thing is like us, dude, especially us growing up in Oregon, and like if you guys went to some of like any of like the Oregon City, Portland, like Milwaukee schools, some of this shit, even like you're gonna laugh because you're just like that was fucking me as a student, dude.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
some shit,
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
It's like there was some wild things in that show, and it's bonkers. There's gonna be 13 episodes in the first season. I believe there's 9 available right now, all available on Hulu. It's fucking funny. It's like literally, I loved it. Super invested in the show. The main character is also the creator of the show, and she's also like an author. So it's like it's got a really interesting and like well developed cast. It's super well written, and like it's funny, and it's very much funny in the same like Office sort of like Office, Parks and Rec kind of way.
That's amazing. Also,
Yeah.
Sir Chase of Beards in chat. I love you guys. Thanks for that sub, baby. Love
We
you.
love you, Chase. We love you so much, baby boy. I hope you're having a good day. I miss you. I miss you a lot.
So how much of Abbott Elementary have you guys watched so far?
So we actually sat down, and I think the first night we started it, we finished the first 5 episodes, and then I think we literally woke up the next day and like finished the other 4.
Jesus, that fast. Okay.
It's that good.
Okay,
though.
yep,
That
yep.
means it's
was
that
in-
good.
I'm
in
gonna watch
like
this.
20 dude, it was fucking funny, dude. That principal in that show is absolutely fucking useless.
That's amazing. So like since you finished it, and we're obviously not doing a major review, to the people, can you give the people a rating for this show?
Yeah, give us a rating. Give us a rating on this.
So yeah, I mean, I've seen the majority of the season, so I've seen 9 out of the 13 episodes that are going to. Dude, I would give it a 10 out of 10. It is like it is well depicted, well written. It's got a very diverse and like fantastic cast, and it's like it's real and relatable, it's like it very much dude, it's just a well-written show. Like I was really surprised.
Hell yeah.
Really surprised with I was like because I saw the funny thing about this show is I think I was having a conversation with my wife. I was just like, there hasn't ever been just a really good sitcom for teachers, for educators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like, there's been so many other jobs that have gotten like great, like successful sitcoms. And then we were just talking about how this one, it didn't exist in the educator world. And then boom, like, I think it was like 3 months ago, like we had this conversation around Christmas, and then lo and behold, Abbott Elementary, the first episode premiered like December 21st of last year. It's brand new. And it's just, I really looking forward to finishing like the last 4.
I'm really looking forward to watching it, dude. Like that actually.
It's a clever show. It's a clever,
dude.
clever
You
show.
got to stop selling me on these fucking shows, man. I got time for all these fucking shows, guys. You guys are killing
Dude, it's
me
a
out here.
sitcom. 22-minute episodes. 22-minute episodes.
So where are you streaming this at again?
It's on Hulu. This is on Hulu.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you know what? I'm setting Ernell up with Hulu after this anyway, so we're gonna be there. Well, that's awesome. So for everybody listening, that is Abbott Elementary on Hulu, and Garrick gave it a 10 out of 10. Check it out.
All right,
Ernell, tell the beautiful people what you got.
Oh, you know what? Nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
Just shit.
I ain't got shit. No, I finished season 1 of Attack on Titan, gentlemen. Holy
Let's go.
fucking shit, this show, dude. I listen, y'all have been just shocking me left and right between Demon Slayer, between Attack on Titan. I'm gonna watch them, I'm gonna finish them, and then I'm moving straight to My Hero. That's my goal. I'm going straight to My Hero after that. And if My Hero blows me away too, listen, any anime you fucking throw at me after that, I'm fucking here for. I might go after Naruto after that. I might go after Naruto finally.
Do you want to hear like a super quick kind of hot take?
Sure.
I think some of the story arcs in My Hero are better than Marvel's writing.
Ooh,
Goddamn.
I as someone who has finished My Hero, I'm completely caught up.
Mm-hmm.
I've even watched the movies.
Yeah,
it's pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
I'd say some of the Marvel
not all
stuff.
of them, but like
some of it.
Like obviously it's not better than peak Marvel, but dude, it beats them. And I would say like some of the best beats in story beats in My Hero Academia like crush all of the Marvel TV shows to date.
Okay. I can see that. Hey, Jesus and chat, dude, just wait for season 3 of AOT. It's so fucking good. And then season 4, dog. Chase, have you seen Afro Samurai? I mean, that's about as deep as my anime goes. I did watch Afro Samurai, and I actually really liked that show. That was a very, very good show.
Yeah, Afro Samurai is actually one of my is really good. If you've seen Afro Samurai though, you should watch Samurai Champloo.
I watched a lot of Samurai Champloo. I never finished
Samurai
it because I was like
fucking rules.
really young.
It's
I was
so
really
good.
young, so I never finished all of it.
It's
But anyways,
on
yeah,
Hulu.
this one season of Attack on Titan, holy fuck, dude! Like what a cool way to do a like whodunit type story, and like really make that play out. And like what a fucking original ass story, dude! Like what an original take on something like that.
This silly Willy Walnut head over here thinks it's a whodunit story.
I mean, it kind of
was.
The first season.
Don't say anything.
The first
Your
season.
whole world's about to bust open.
The first
that's all I'm
season
gonna
was.
say.
All right, the first season was a whodunit story, okay? Because
yes, I will. Do you have like a favorite moment from the season?
Oh man, am I allowed to spoil things? Like I don't know if I'm allowed to spoil things.
It came out in 2014. You're good.
Yeah, okay, all right. Embargo's lifted. Dude, that's hard because that final fight between Abby and Aaron and Homeboy. What's Aaron? Is
Aaron?
Aaron.
Yeager?
Yeah. Aaron and Abby was a lit ass fight. That was a dope ass fucking fight. But I think the entire forest scene of Abby just wrecking shop for like 3 episodes, dude, was bonkers. Holy shit, dude.
Isn't it? Oh, continue. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say the way your heart drops at every turn from the point that they're leaving the city to go to the forest. From that point up until them returning, just heart sinking left and fucking right, dude. Like, what a way to write Aaron's spiral downward in such an appropriate fucking way. Dude, they nailed this fucking show. I'm so excited to watch more of it, dude. I really, really am. And it's hard to say because I just finished Demon Slayer. It's hard to say which one I like more because I like them for such different reasons. Like,
they're different. I like them for very different reasons too.
Yeah, I can't, like, even though they're both anime, I can't like compartmentalize them together because they're such essentially like different shows, like different worlds, art styles, stories. Like it's like if it wasn't for them being an anime, they would be just completely two different live action things. And like because of such that makes it feel good for me, where I'm not sitting here being like, oh, like which one do I like better? Like I love both of them equally as much, and I'm not even done with either of them yet. Like so, like I still have one more season of Demon Slayer and 3 more seasons of Attack on Titan. Let's fucking go, dude. Like I have so much content here to fall in love with. Now, Devin, you're gonna jump in. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say you haven't finished either of them yet, and you are in for a roller coaster.
That's what I've heard.
Especially with Attack on Titan. One thing that's like insane about Attack on Titan is it's kind of like Game of Thrones in a sense, where you can just expect everybody to die at some point. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of got that cusp.
Don't get attached to anybody
because there was a few characters like, oh dude, they're great, I love them. Gone 5th episode.
The way they die too is so brutal.
They're just getting crushed against trees, spiked against the ground, like any possible fucking way you would think a giant being would crush a small bug is done. It's done that way.
Think about what you do to spiders.
They're essentially doing the equivalent of taking like a small mouse and just doing whatever the fuck they want with that small mouse, and I'm like, oh Jesus, dude, like it's so bad, dude. Oh, hey, Chase gifting to Raven. We love it, dude. We love it. We love you so much, Chase. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Dude. Now my question for you guys is, Devin, you're giving me your Hulu tonight. Thank you. Love you. Bless up. Should I just finish off Demon Slayer season 2 and then continue with Attack? Okay.
Yes, because Attack on Titan is still going. So I would just finish Demon Slayer because that'll be a lot faster. You know, because like there's like 9-10 episodes that you need to watch Entertainment District arc.
Sure.
Watch that and then move to AOT.
Yeah, I would agree. Definitely. There's also like Demon Slayer is way easier to like just binge. There are some scenes and some shit that happen in the later scenes of Attack on Titan where you literally have to be like, I have to fucking step away and fucking like do some mental gymnastics to figure out what the fuck just happened.
You guys know I love me some of that.
Like there's seriously some like there was a couple like I think when I was like deep into season 3, I stopped watching for like days because I was just like I can't believe that just happened.
Dude, I mean, like even the ending, I was like, holy shit, dude. The end of season 1, like finding everything out about Abby, like the fight, like her turning into like a big fucking diamond shell case thing. I was like, dude, what the fuck is happening right now? Like everything that I thought, the direction I thought it was going, it took a fucking fat pivot, and I was like, oh, I guess it's about that now.
Every season they're gonna top it.
Oh. Fuck, I'm so excited.
I'm excited, guys. Yeah. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
So good.
Like it's just the show's great, and I'm caught up going episode by episode in sub right now, and the point that the show is at right now is just wild. There's like 8 different stories happening at once, and some of them are like colliding into each other, and they're just mending perfectly. It's just it's beautiful. I'm excited for you.
I'm excited to experience it. Anyways,
one thing.
What did you watch?
I want to tell all of you guys about.
Yes.
I've only watched 1 episode so far, but I started a new little show called Murderville.
I am very interested. I need to hear about this.
Yes. It is great. So Will Arnett is the star. He plays the character Terry C. Attle, and he is a senior homicide detective at an undisclosed precinct. It's somewhere in Los Angeles. Now, the whole premise to this show is there's a murder every episode, and the murder is scripted. All the cast is scripted. Now, the caveat to the show is they have a guest star in each episode, and those guest stars are very, very popular
Actors.
just
Right.
actors or athletes, whatever you want to call them. The episode that I watched, Conan O'Brien is himself in the show. They also have Marshawn Lynch, Camille Nanjiani, Annie Murphy, Sharon Stone, and Ken Young as himself, and it is hilarious. Now, the guest stars have no script. They have to.
That's the thing.
Yep. They have
Oh
no
my
script at
God.
all, so they are just winging it and
They're just
improving
riffing
everything.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and like seeing Conan O'Brien rip it is amazing because he did such a good job. And one thing that
To
is
remind
hilarious,
you, he's funny.
yeah.
That's fair.
And one thing that's hilarious though is like in the beginning, Conan like kind of was like, like he didn't know for a second what he was doing, and then you just see him start riffing, right? And they just it's kind of like Saturday Night Live where they just do a scene and they do that scene for like almost 5 minutes, you know what I mean? And then they move to the next scene. So they can just riff back and forth. And Will Arnett, of course, he's probably riffing too, but he is also, I believe he's the creator of the show too. Let me check. It doesn't say on here. It doesn't say. There's 6 episodes right now. This is all over on Netflix. This show is hilarious. And for one, if you've ever watched Will Arnett in anything, he really embodies his character from Arrested Development in this.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
see that.
Also, real quickly, if I may interject, Murderville is based on Murder in Successville by Andy Brereton and Avril Spray.
Okay.
I never watched that myself.
Well,
but-
so my thing, just off the cuff, seeing Marshawn Lynch in this show is fucking hilarious. As a big football fan, he's kind of the past few years he's been sort of like getting inserted into content. Starting with the like Skittles commercial he did a long fucking time ago was fucking hilarious. But him actually a key character in a show is fucking hilarious. That is just outstanding. Every time he popped up on the screen during that trailer, I was like, oh God, like I can't wait to watch that. Like that's just gonna be a fucking roller coaster, dude.
It's pretty funny. I definitely need to watch more of it myself. But it is definitely a tearjerker. And like, see, I loved Saturday Night Live. I loved Mad TV when that was a thing, you know. And when we were kids, I watched all that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
so
dude.
like this
It's like
is
the
this
adult
is
version of that kind of.
exactly. This is very reminiscent, but only murders. You know what I'm saying?
Only murder. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Just murder. Everything.
I'm down. I'm super down, dude. That sounds so much
But
fun.
yeah, that's over on Netflix. I'm gonna watch a lot more of it, and at some point I'll give you guys a little update. My other very, very teeny little thing, I finished Reacher, Ernell.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
Nice.
We don't really have
Yeah.
much time to talk about it, but like, did you like it?
Yeah, he's
Fuck
a
yeah.
big boy. He's a big
Fuck
boy.
yeah, baby. Let's go. That's
He's a very
fun
big
show.
boy.
It's a fun show, dude.
It's a fun show. One thing I want to say about it is it's very reminiscent of like early 2000s like action TV shows, like network TV. That's what it kind of felt like, except it had full frontal in it at one point.
It feels very like modern day NCIS. I hella fucked with that. Yeah.
Like that, or even like a little bit of 24-ish.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a good
it's
comparison.
it's very much like that. But I will say, some of the coolest like TV action scenes I've seen in a show like that in quite a while.
That prison scene, dude.
Prison
bathroom.
scene.
Yeah, dude, let's fucking go.
That was almost on the level of Punisher without the gore.
Yeah, yeah,
very good.
Punishers was definitely better. It was definitely better.
Yeah,
This show's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a great show too if you want to put something on in the background. I mean, there is a story to pay attention to, but it's kind of like it's a hard 7 out of 10. So I definitely recommend checking it out.
Sure,
it's on Amazon Prime.
Let's go.
Yeah,
watch it, people.
You know what we're gonna go though, because it's gonna go. We're going to the Gallows. Can I get a yard, please? Give me a yard.
Do you fear death, Jack Sparrow?
Jack Sparrow.
You're a thief and a liar. I love Davy Jones so much. I fucking love him so much. Anyways, Devin, what are we talking about for the Gallows
today?
Dog?
Our headlining topic for all of you. We're gonna give you a summary of how February was for us in the year of 2022.
Let's go.
And can we just talk about how jam-packed this month was between indie releases and AAA releases? This month was insane.
Absolutely bonkers, dude. Now, when we say we're giving you all a summary of our month, we're not talking about like our day-to-day fucking life. You guys don't care about that. If you did, you'd be watching the Shipwreck Show. On the other hand, this was a wild month for gaming. This was a nutty fucking month for gaming. We got Dying Light 2. We got Sifu. We got Horizon Forbidden West. We got Elden Ring. Like, what a fucking month for AAA titles, guys. So, like, conversations of potential Game of the Year content here out in the second month of the fucking year. Wow. Holy hell, wow. How did we make it through? I have no goddamn clue. I think the only reason we made it through is because we separated the games between each other. But when the time comes that, like, we're going to have to do full review stuff between all of us for all the major titles coming out, like, when that day comes, times like this can be real fucking interesting because we're not going to be able to split all the games all the time, and we're all going to have to end up playing each game every time. It's going to be very, very interesting. With that said, Garrick, let's start with you, baby boy. Let's talk about Dying Light. It's been a month. You've had lots of time on Dying Light. I don't want to just hear your review on it. I want to talk about your experience with it, what it was like diving into reviewing it, what it was like kind of just really taking your time to get through it while all these other games were coming out. What was your February 2022 gaming summary?
So as I'm talking to you guys here, I am going to be pulling up Dying Light 2 so I can tell you guys how much time I've spent in this game in the past month, so you guys know what you're getting into.
It's a lot.
But dude, honestly, it's wow, dude. It was a fucking experience. So, to anybody who may be new around here, I introduced Dying Light, the first game, to Ernell and Devin. Like, they had both were kind of familiar with it, but hadn't played it a ton. And I had played like hundreds of hours of the first one, and at the moment, I have about 60 hours in the second one,
Jesus
and counting.
Christ. Jesus Christ.
And look, I have 60 hours in the second one, and I have not finished the campaign yet. I still think I'm like half a dozen like primary missions away, and like some of the primary missions can be like up to an hour or more in length, depending on if you take your time or if you get distracted by side content, which is there is an abundance of. Like I realized early on there was like some side quests that could go away.
Yeah.
So ever since I figured that, I've had like side quest FOMO. So dude, I've been doing everything, just absolutely every piece of side content that comes up. Unless I see challenge in the quest title, it immediately gets fucking finished. Like there's so much to do, and I am like a gnat's ass away from getting the grappling hook. I'm literally on the quest to do it. but I just got distracted by Elden Ring, which I think I've also got like fucking almost 20 hours in that shit already. And dude, I don't see me going back and not playing this game just throughout the year.
I can add on that, like, even though Elden Ring
Are you
just
laughing
came
at the gnat's ass thing?
I've never heard that phrase in my life.
It's because you're not white.
That's so funny.
I grew up white, dog.
Yeah,
so
he
funny.
grew up in Molalla, so of course he knows that phrase.
I knew a girl a long time ago from Oklahoma, and she used to just say the most wild shit. Where like she was like, "It's hotter than a cow pissing on a rock," and I was like, "What?" That's what that reminds me of. You white people are wild,
I
dog.
wish,
You white people
I
are
could say
wild.
that was the only one I had. But dude, what the fuck? Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird.
Even
I'm
Jesus,
laughing at Ernell
Jesus is in
personally.
chat is dying too, and that's a brown
I
brother.
know.
Let's go. All those brown folk are like Nat's ass.
You should hear the other shit white people say. I turn my head and I'm like, that's racist.
Golly gee. Like, anyways, Garrick, I'm sorry. Continue.
Washer?
Damn.
Don't you mean washer?
Garrick's a Nat's ass away from quitting, and that's what I was saying.
Constantly. That's like literally. That's my. That's my state
Yep.
of being. Honestly, like it's just like this close to quitting GK all the time. I'm a gnat's ass away from
quitting
all the
GK.
time.
Yeah,
Damn.
period.
You
Perpetually.
made
Dude,
a
it's
wild
just-
tear appear.
But dude, it's just this is going to be one of those games I continue to go back and revisit throughout the year, especially as they have events planned and new content like rolled out over the next just several months. They're doing free deal. They're already doing like free DLC packs in like the form of like weapon and armor packs that like fit the different classes. I think the one they just did most recently was like a tank setup. Techland does a really good job supporting their games in the long term, and I believe it 100% when they say that they're going to support this game for at least 5 years after its launch. They did it for the entirety. They released Dying Light 1 content like 4 days before the fucking second one dropped.
Yeah, the hype was real for the second one too. Like, you introduced us to like how like crazy the Dying Light community and how like dedicated they are to that franchise.
I was gonna say we're some dedicated motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah, I
love it.
Yeah, I really enjoy the game, and I've been asking you guys for the last couple weeks, when are we gonna play some Zoobies again? You know what I'm saying?
It's just been hard with
March is the time. Well, now that we're not having like to choke down a bunch of content all at once, we can actually like take a step back and breathe. Like, dude, the thing is like Dying Light solo can have it can be difficult, it can be tough, but dude, there are some moments in that game that are just so fucking beautiful to me. And like honestly, like there's a little it's a really little thing that happens in this game. If you get into a good parkour run, like a good one, like you're just chugging along through the city and the music's picking up in the background, and you know you've got enough skills to make everything feel fluid. You're tic-tacking off of like billboards, and like you're sliding under like grates and jumping off buildings and like using your paraglider, and you can actually hear the main character Aiden start to emote and laugh and like actually, dude, it's like a really small but super beautiful immersive moment, and I think it's like literally my favorite thing about the game. I know that sounds so stupid, but like literally just the fact that there are moments where like you're just like, this character feels alive in this world, and that like I feel things, and I like for the NPCs, even if it is just me like having to acknowledge to myself or even out loud to myself, like when I see that little blue diamond, I'm just like, I'm really sorry, dude, but it's dark and I am not dying for you tonight. Good luck. And then I just keep on going. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other times where like I hear that dude scream and like it sounded closer than the last guy, and I'm like, fuck, I guess I'll go save him. And you know, and then I'm jumping off roofs and I'm crushing like zombie skulls into the concrete. And like literally you just hit the ground running, And you're just like, all right, now that I'm not having these beautiful parkour moments, I am having visceral, intense first-person combat. And I love the fact that the game balances those two things super well. Like, it's just like I believe it when they've got 500 hours worth of content, and I truly wish to see it all.
Yeah,
Really.
I would say out of this month, that is definitely the game I've spent the most time with and have had the most fun with, whether it be playing with you guys or somebody else or playing solo. I am in love with the weapons and the mods and stuff like that. That was one of my favorite things in Dead Island, and I'm really glad that it all carried over with the series. And I thought it was an interesting choice, the way that they threw it into the lore about not having guns in the game, for a zombie game without guns.
I love
very
that they
interesting.
had a side mission to address that. Like, they literally, like, because you knew that was going to be like one of the questions that people had, right? Especially because there's plenty of zombie apocalypse like scenarios where guns still like last for like long times, like decades. And like, but there's literally a side quest. They're just like, this is why this happens. And like, there's been times like running through the world in that game where like I've heard NPCs make like side comments about like, oh, do you like about like things that happened like overseas, like in Japan, and like what happened when they got hit with the virus. And like the game does a really good job at feeling alive. And the first one felt like that too, but this one just feels like all of that just so much. It's just so elevated. And like, and yes, I would argue that like there's honestly, it's not even an argument. This game's not as scary as the first Dying Light.
Not at all.
But the thing is like, I think it's okay because like the night cycle in the first one was like it punished you. Like it was like, do not go outside at night. It is not safe. Like that was like the name of the game, right? But this one, they're just like, people have adapted. It's 15 years after the fall of Haran. Like it's been a long time. People are just like, go outside, explore. We've learned things about the virus. Things have changed. We know that the virals are inside during the day and outside. Like it's safe to go inside these buildings and loot. And it's all connected to lore. And like it makes sense. Like it all makes sense in like the universe setting. And it's just so good. It's just so fucking good.
Yeah, I enjoy the game a lot, and I can't wait till we can all experience the rest of the campaign together and finish that game. Maybe when we get close to the end, we can come back on Splash Damage and show you guys what it's all about.
Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
Moving on to the next one, Ernell, what do you think about Horizon Forbidden West? Now that it did not get delayed for a third time and you actually got it in your hands.
Let's go. I told you ass. Anyways, it's this game's a lot of fun. I have spent about 21 hours on it so far. And I'm not even past the beginning area. So this has a lot more going on than Zero Dawn did. And it's not so much that there's just a lot going on. There's just like they push you to want to explore more in this than they did in Zero Dawn. Where in Zero Dawn it was very easy to want to be like, oh, I came across this thing and I'll do this thing, but I'm gonna go back to the golden path again, and you just keep trucking through it. In this, it's like you're like things are popping up left and fucking right, dude. Like there's side quest stuff, there's collectibles all over the damn place. There are things that you can do with the machines as you're roaming around that like you get like so much benefit for, whether it is resources, whether it is just generally speaking like more just reason, like parts from the machines. They have more parts now. There's so many reasons now to want to go do these things, and it's not even just collectible stuff. It's like the quests sort of walk you through doing side content and exploring more in a way that they didn't before, where now it's like, oh, in the last game it was a lot of, hey, there's this thing over here, go get it, come back, right? So there's fetch quests left and fucking right, especially in the first like half of Zero Dawn. In this, they're like, go here because this is going on, or like go here because there's a very specific machine I need you to go get a part from. And they also made the game a little bit more challenging, where now it's even more important to shoot certain parts off of machines, because if you don't and you kill the machine on accident, that part gets destroyed. And now you have to farm that creature more, or just hope that you run into it. So there's a little bit more pressure to be more accurate with how you're hitting parts off of the machine animals. But the benefit of doing it is that those resources that you're trying to get are very good resources. So it's like, you're running into them way less often than you were in the last one. But they also give it a benefit too, where when you do get that piece knocked off, it takes out like 2/3 of their health bar. So it's like you do get more benefit to wanting to do that, not just for the collectible sense of it or the resources of it.
And question on that, like in the first game, when you knock off that part, it kind of becomes a weak point for you to do a little bit more damage. Is that still
they
relevant
did
in this
do
game?
with, well, that's what I'm saying, is like in the last one, like you knock off their part, it would do some extra damage. In this, it's like you knock off parts, it's doing a lot more damage. So it gives you more incentive to want to knock off more parts, rather than before it was like, sure, like you could, or you could just melee them and you get the same effect,
I mean, like after the fact, when the part is knocked off in that specific location where that part was, is that like a weak spot now where you can do more damage to them after the fact?
No, but every animal has more parts on them that you can knock off. Yeah, all of them have more parts. So like you're still knocking off parts, getting resources off them when you pick it up after the fight is over. But each one before, it was like each one will have anywhere from 4 to like 6 parts, depending on what kind of like machine you were running into.
Yeah.
Now it's like every single one has like 8 to 10. It's like tons of them. Oh, Xander with the raid, dude. What's happening, Xander, baby? What's happening, guys?
What's happening, y'all?
Thank you so
Welcome.
much, babies.
Let's go with
Let's
the
get
hydrate.
hydrate. We gotta hydrate.
Bread.
God damn.
Hell yeah, y'all. Welcome.
Yes. Anyways, because we still have more to talk about on like the personal expense of February. Hydrate redemption. Yep. We got it already. I don't want to take up too much time, but what I can say is this game is stunning. Stunning. And I remember like you guys who were in there in chat when I was streaming Horizon Forbidden West. Larry, what's happening, baby boo? What's happening, Larry?
What? When did that one get made?
It didn't. It didn't. That's not a thing. I think Larry did that, dog.
Oh, did he spend some points to like adjust the emote or whatever?
Oh my god, maybe.
That's
no.
amazing.
I fucking love you guys so much.
Where did that come from?
I fucking love it. Oh my god. I'm here for it. So this y'all who came in to watch me live stream Forbidden West saw my reaction to how just insane this game looked. The particle effects, the hair fluidness, the environment's constantly moving. And I mean everything from the grass to the trees to the clouds in the sky to just like small general animals. Oh, you can do it with any of them. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Did you guys not know that?
That's nice. I
didn't.
That. I like that. Horizon Forbidden West fixes the mistakes of the first and makes the good stuff 10 times even better. Jesus, 100%. Yeah, it's just, dude, this game is just absolutely fucking beautiful. And that's what sold me on it so far, is not just the fact that like,
God.
not just the fact that it has like pushing me to want to do side stuff like all the fucking time. Like I said, 21 hours. I'm not even past the first area, dude. Like first area, and I mean like that's maybe a 1/6 of the entire map. Like, I'm not even past that part yet. And I've been doing all sorts of mountain rummaging, finding, like, different locales. One of the things that they introduced really early are these watchtowers. They have to collect a piece of, like, the satellite that's on top of them. It's, like, immediate. Like, that's the first collectible you really run into. But they also introduced another collectible called, like, green crystals that you have to find around the map. There's swimming is way more important in this than it was in the last one. There's just all sorts of really cool shit. But on top of it, the story already is like super interesting right off the cuff, and that's really good coming off the last story that was like an absolute fucking banger. Why, Xander? God damn it. But yeah, dude, no, this like I said, I'm not gonna spend all fucking night on it because we do gotta move on. But this we love you, Esco. Good night. Good night. We love you. Bye. Good night. Sleep well. Sleep tight. But this if you have a PS5, play this fucking game. If you have a PS4 Pro, play this fucking game. Like this is such a good follow-up so far, and I'm not even done yet. But they added to the goodness of Zero Dawn. Like you get a fucking parachute. You get a parasail in it. Yeah. You get a parasail in it.
This was the one game I ended up having to pass on this month, and so I'm really excited to be able to go pick it up later.
When you go get it later, like you're gonna be thoroughly impressed, dude. You know how like before you could mount some of the machines and like override them, you mount them or whatever. You can mount pterodactyls.
That's awesome.
So you
can fly in this game and then jump off of them with the paraglider. Like it's insane, dude.
That sounds
and like
amazing.
it's nuts, man. Like they did such a good job nailing this as a gameplay sequel from the first one. I haven't seen the story all the way through, obviously, so I can't attest for the story entirely. But this game has thoroughly impressed me. What I will say, Xander, yes, you can mount me. Yes, of course. What I will say is I do have a caveat with it, and it's kind of follow-up of my caveats with Zero Dawn, is really like I have some weirdness about the characters in the game feeling as dry as they do. Honestly, and I mean this very from the bottom of my fucking heart, outside of Aloy and maybe like two other characters, I don't give a fuck about any of the other characters in these games. And I don't know if that's just because there's a very specific type of acting that these voice actors are doing for these characters, and there's just not a lot of personality. And I love Aloy as a character, like just in this universe and her story of like finding out who she is and what she is, what that means for her and what that means for the world now. But I'm not necessarily like sold on like Aloy being the best protagonist yet, because like even in the first one, like she doesn't have a lot of personality. Like she's not a very charismatic person. And I don't know if that's like just a fault of them just trying to make her like a normal person. And like, and that might feel like a little uncanny valley or something like that. But it's the same thing in this one where like Aloy kind of just feels like she's just like there. Like there's nothing about her character that I'm like super attached to. And the same goes with all the other characters in this game. Like I'm trying to find reasons to fall in love with a character in this game, and I just can't. I can't. Like there's not a single character I've met in Zero Dawn or Forbidden West yet that I've been like, yes, you're my fucking dude. You're my fucking dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, like I said,
I agree with most of that, to be honest.
It's just like, and I love the game. I love the game. I love the gameplay. I loved the story of Zero Dawn. I just kind of wish that the characters had more personality, because it's like every character you run into is very like, Aloy, I can't believe you're our savior. Wow, you're going there next? Oh, that's nuts. Wish I could go with you. And it's like every character is kind of like, there's not a single character that is like separated themselves. Like there's no wackiness. There's no like character who's super quiet. Like they're all just kind of have like this direction where like the voice acting director was kind of like, tone it down. Like it was like, I don't need you to be special. I just need you to be a person in this world. And that's just it. Sometimes it's boring, where I have more enjoyment being by myself in this world than I do interacting with other people in the game. And that bums me out a little bit. But fuck me, this game is beautiful enough for me to get over it. And that is where I will go with that. Devin, you were given Elden Ring, my guy.
Yes.
And this is a big important one, my dude. You got to deliver here. What are your thoughts on Elden Ring?
I have a lot to say, actually.
Yes.
So, first off, Elden Ring actually has a cohesive story that is upfront in your face, which is a pretty much, besides Sekiro, is a brand new thing for Soulsborne games, really, because a lot of lore, a lot of story, a lot of history is usually tied behind items, armor, weapons you get in game.
Yes.
I've dabbled with the games a bit in the past, haven't really gotten that far, got the farthest in Sekiro. Eventually something came out and I kind of fell off of it because I was just like, I can spend 4 hours fighting a boss, or I can go shoot people in freaking Apex or Halo or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
That's how I am sometimes.
Fair.
Or I can go play Skyrim for my 13th time again. But I am committed to this game. I am committed to Elden Ring because the lore is fantastic. The storyline is fantastic. It is one ring to be Elden Lord that has been broken into shards and spread across the land in between. And there was 5 demigods.
I thought you were going to say
Anyways.
the one ring to rule them all. I really
Dude,
thought you were gonna
I mean,
say
it pretty much is one ring to rule them
Yeah,
all, right?
yeah.
I mean, it's like Lord of the Rings, but anime.
Yeah.
There's like a fan theory right now that the lands in between is just, and of course this is literally just a fan theory. There's a fucking bajillion of them for Dark Souls games, but officially only the first 3 Dark Souls games are connected, right?
Yeah.
But there's a fan theory that Elden Ring is actually just a painting that exists in the Dark Souls world.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
It's
or like
the
what if
painted
what if
world,
the
that's what
land
you're trying to tell me?
between in Elden Ring is like literally between like Dark Souls and the Sekiro universe and the Bloodborne universe. Like, what if it's just like the pinnacle of all of those? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the purgatory.
We
There's
we start with
Soulsborne
a samurai
multiverse
character,
confirmed. Soulsborne. No, I'm kidding. It's not confirmed, guys.
Multiverse. Oh shit, Doctor Strange, he's coming.
What was that? Was that the DBEU? Soulsborne Extended Universe?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it's interesting too because you mentioned that like there's like before you would have to really only get pieces of the story through item descriptions, right?
Yeah.
There's still like, even though they're giving you a lot more story in this, there's still a lot of details that you don't get outside of like reading item descriptions. Like, I didn't realize that when they say like the rings or like the Elden Ring wasn't a physical ring. It was a collection of laws that were broken, and because of such, those laws being broken have now caused it where nobody can die, and you are trying to get back mortality for the entire world. And they don't really they don't explain that in the intro. You're thinking, I'm looking for a ring. I'm looking for this thing that can make me become the Elden Lord. No, it's like you're the Elden Lord because you control mortality. Like, that's what you're going after. And that's so fucking cool. God damn, I love Souls games, baby.
Literally the edgiest shit alive. And I fucking love it.
Oh, God damn.
To continue on, I've never been a big Soulsborne player, right? It's kind of escaped me. It's you know, it's difficult. Not that I haven't played difficult games, but it's a difficulty to entry that has kind of turned me off in the past, if that makes sense. Because I've never sat down physically with another friend and was like, we're gonna play Dark Souls together, and I'm gonna teach you how to play. Because a lot of people, and I know you guys, a lot of people had that moment, right?
Yeah.
You know.
I had it too. I
think Ernell and I actually learned how to
from
play
the same
Dark Souls
guys.
games
From the same guys. Yeah. Yep. We
Yeah.
sure did, dude.
Yeah. So like I've
leaned
already
into it.
told you guys that you are my Dark Souls senpai. You are my teachers right now. Like, so I've definitely learned a lot. I remember when I was playing on stream, I got killed by the same 3 gargoyles like 5 times in a row before I could kill one of them by myself, because I was just like, how do I fight an aerial monster that can kill me in 2 hits when I can't even touch it? You know what I'm saying?
Very carefully.
Exactly.
Very,
so
very carefully.
I got very attuned to the dodge and block and parry. The game is extremely vital off of that in combat. It is the only way you can survive in any fight. It can be a fucking little stone goblin, and if you're not dodging, if you're not blocking, if you're not parrying, that little fucker will kill you in 5 seconds. Like, this is a game that you have to pay attention to. It is a labor of love. You have to understand it is going to be frustrating, but that frustration is often rewarded, whether it be through lore, whether it be through the set pieces, whether it be just from the fact or feeling you're like, I just fucking did that. Like, dude, I did that.
I can attest for this too, where it's like, you know, speaking for anyone who's been a fan of Souls games for a really long time, as like playing a Souls game and being committed to playing a Souls game, whether it's Elden Ring, whether it's Souls, whether it's Sekiro, whether it's Bloodborne, it fundamentally changes the way you play video games going forward. Because like
forever.
In order for you to get to see it through, to see a Souls game through, you have to understand that losing is not losing. Like, losing is learning. And when you get used to that, so used to that for an entire game, that lesson sticks with you. Because like, you guys were hearing me on Discord the other night where I was like playing, like I was getting a little bit frustrated. I was like, damn it, all right, let's go again. And so I'm just like, you're constantly just like beating your head against a brick wall, but you're enjoying it because you're learning how to beat your head against the wall in a different way. And you're getting this weird instant gratification from it, where you're like, oh, I beat 2 guys this time instead of only 1. Oh shit, I beat 4 guys this time instead of only 2. You know, like it's wild how much it changes the way you play video games. And that's why I always recommend people try to see it through. If you get frustrated and it's just not for you, I totally get it, but try. Give it a swing.
I'm committed to this game right now. Like the thing that hooked me, and I'm sorry I didn't stream it. I kind of ended the stream right at like hour 45, because me personally, I was actually getting frustrated. I was starting to feel that Soulsborne frustration. I was like, damn.
I mean, even Garrick was getting tilted the other night, dude. Like, dude, I get it. I get it. Fuck Market, dude. Fuck Market.
But that night, these guys can attest to it. I sat here for about 2, maybe almost 3 more hours, and I listened to everything they had to say, including Morbid, who isn't here right now, but Morbid, who comes into chat, very good friend of ours, comes and hangs out and plays games. You guys taught me so much. By the time I ended my play session that night, I was at the point where I was killing pretty much every regular enemy and like mid to high tierish enemy, that like normal, not like bosses. Yeah, like no problem. I figured it out.
You took out a couple of field bosses and dungeon bosses too while you were at it.
Yeah, I figured it out finally. Go ahead, Garrick.
These games, and it's kind of to piggyback off of Ernell's comment a little bit, is just the fact that like Soulsborne games taught me that progress is relative.
Yeah.
Because literally sometimes success in that game is just fighting the boss and being like, all right, this time I got him to half. And then like next time you're just like, all right, I've learned a couple more of his moves. Now I've got him to 3/4. And you're just like, and then like you get to like a point where you're just like, all right, I'm kind of stuck at 3/4. And you're just like, maybe it's because, and the thing is if you're dying in the dark, if you are dying in Dark Souls, it is your fucking fault.
Yeah, 100%.
And you just have to own it.
The game never punishes you undeservingly. If you die, you fucked up.
Yeah. Now, when you fight an enemy, the goal isn't to kill the enemy. The goal is to not get hit by the enemy. That should be your very first priority, is to be able to deflect and avoid any attack that comes your way. Like, that is one thing I've learned. It is not a hack and slash game. It is not Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes.
Like how everybody said that Jedi Fallen Order is a Souls-like. It has like Souls light. Yeah. You know, that it's got like 2 little elements.
It's still more brutal than your your regular casual
but this is
adventure, but it's not like this.
No,
right?
It's not. This game is 30 times harder than that game on hard mode. Let me tell you. Yeah. But God, I just want to talk about the set pieces and the detail that they put into this game, because the way that they mix like high fantasy with a lot of like traditional Japanese like art styles, as well as just crazy gothic horror design. all blended into this game, it really does feel like a culmination of all their previous releases from software. It really does. And you can see all the elements of all those games being added into this game, which is why there is no argument behind this game getting a 10 out of 10. I cannot wait to see the payoff at the end of this. It is probably going to take me maybe all year, and
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to say
of this
too.
Game, dude.
That's what.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
what
don't
I'm
beat
saying.
yourself up. Defense comes first in Dark Souls. It is like it's so counterintuitive to the way people play video games. Like you literally survival comes first, hitting and killing comes second. Like if it takes you all year, it takes you all year, dog. And then by the time you finish that, they'll have some sweet DLCs out and you can play those.
Yeah. And I think the coolest thing about this, also real quick, Saint is back. I love you, Saint, so much.
Welcome back,
hello, welcome back. We're doing great. We're talking about our very stressful February month of review season. It's been wild, but we're coming to an end here pretty soon. But I want to point out too how it's so interesting that Elden Ring specifically has this really cool thing that they've added that wasn't in prior Souls games, and that is the availability to get fucking worked by a boss 18 times and say, maybe it's not just the fact that I'm doing something wrong. It might actually just be because I'm underleveled. And so you now have an entire world that you can go explore. You're getting your ass beat by a boss, go explore the world for 4 hours, come back, try again. And it has this process where it's like, you're not meant to just beat that boss right there where you see him. Like, you're going to get your ass whooped for a few hours, and then you're going to say, okay, obviously I'm not supposed to fucking be here yet, right? Like, I need to go do some other shit first. And then you go and do that. The other thing I want to talk about real quick before we end off on this conversation here, the social zeitgeistness of this game is insane.
I like to call it, I dubbed it the hypening because it is the one game that's lived up to its hype over the last couple of years.
Dude, this is nuts. Like, people shunned Souls games for a really long time, and then their comeuppance coming from Bloodborne into Sekiro into people going back and playing the Souls games prior. The hypening is actually fucking happening. I want to point this out. Right now, as we speak, Just Chatting is the biggest Twitch category all year round, all hours, period, all the time. They are currently at 331,000 viewers. That is all the time. That's very normal. Elden Ring is at 350,000. That's how fucking hype people are about this damn game. A Souls game, people are this fucking hype about. Yeah. I never in my fucking days thought it would be a Souls game to do this, but this is nuts, dude. Like, it's nuts.
It was the world. I think the game world sold it for a lot of people. Yeah. I really think that was it.
Well, they had the name George R.R. Martin attached to it. And George R.R. Martin's last thing that was also a social zeitgeist. It was Game of Thrones, the biggest TV show at the time. You know, more houses were watching that than anything else. I totally see how Elden Ring got a 10 out of 10. And we're going to be playing it all year round, just like we are with Dying Light 2, just like we're all going to eventually with Horizon Forbidden West. I do want to give a little shout out because it just actually came out. But the newest Destiny expansion, The Witch Queen, might as well just be Destiny 3, and it is the best campaign in the entirety of Destiny I have ever played. I'm talking
fucking upset. I have so many other games to play right now because
dude,
I want to.
It is so good.
I will. I always do. But
I just beat the campaign the other day on one of my characters, and it is fantastic. I already have 3 of the new exotics, so it is.
God damn it, dude!
Awesome.
I've been itching. I really have. But like Elden Ring and Horizon, dude. Like
I don't blame you. It's a hard month,
man. Yeah,
it's a hard month.
Hard,
see, for me, I didn't have Horizon and I didn't play Sifu, so I did Dying Light, Elden Ring, and Destiny, which it's pretty fucking stellar lineup. I'm not gonna lie. I want to say I am very grateful that the video game industry decided that Deventine's month was the month to release a lot of potential Game of the Year games. And I just want to note that the last time that there was a Game of the Year game, even just before February, because I couldn't find anything that released in February, was back in 2010, and that was Mass Effect 2 that released in January. That is the last time a Game of the Year game has come out this early. Over a decade, my friends. Over a decade. And
I think we have at least 2 contenders that came out this month.
It's at the very least.
At
the very least. Like all major releases that came out this month are winning awards at the end of this year. I'm putting it right there right now. There's no way it's not happening.
Yeah.
But like moving forward, and we're not going to talk about them, but there are so many other games that are slated to release this year. This might be 2017 all over again. This might be 2007 all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
Amazing. What a time to be a gamer. That's all I gotta say.
What
and also, there's
time.
too many fucking video games, guys.
God damn, is there? God damn.
So many games, so little time.
So, moving forward, let's go check our fact check on Discord, and it looks like we are somewhat right tonight. Nothing has been corrected here. Please do, if you are listening to this later and you do come across a correction, please use our fact check and let us know. We would love to reflect on that, and we may address it in a future show. But going over to our schedule moving forward, tomorrow on Wednesday, March 3rd, Ernell Pearson, the gaslighting queen, is resuming his Ocean Shrine story time of Horizon Forbidden West. Thank God you're not doing Martha. Thank you for that, please. Like,
listen,
I
appreciate you.
Put it on the schedule. Thanks for letting me know.
No. It was a super last minute. It was super last minute because like we had to have a conversation because there's a dialogue around that game that like it would have been okay. The issue is that game has a very specific scene in it that is very just and I don't want to have our audience suffer through that, like just for the sake of us streaming the game, because that scene is extremely graphic, and it's graphic enough that PlayStation censored you being able to control that scene because it is that level of fucked up. And so like going into the because you're effectively, you are a murderer who is slicing the face off of your kill victim. And in the game, you're able to control using the blade to do so. And so PlayStation was like, yo, not okay. So they turned off the ability to control it. And so that way people couldn't get really fucking grossed out by it. But it's still there. You can still see it. And I don't want our audience to have to deal with that. So we put out a poll. You guys voted. You guys want more Horizon Forbidden West. So I am fucking delivering it to all of you tomorrow. Let's fucking go.
No problem at all either. I'm excited to watch more of that game, honestly. Definitely plan on picking it up at some point. Thursday, we are doing a Shipwreck Show live recording. Come be a part of our Patreon. Can I get a Patreon? Just manage chat, But click that link, get in there, come hang out with us. It's a great time, and we get very personal sometimes, and we get pretty wacky all the time. So come have some fun. Friday, we are doing no splash damage, just like we've been talking about the last few episodes, because we really want you guys to know that we are seeing Batman in XD at Cinemark. That's right. I am excited. We are seeing that show. Unfortunately, the only showing that we could get good enough seats to go to actually see the movie, because let's be real, we love movies, we got a preference, was at 7 p.m. right when we usually do splash damage. But come hang out with us Saturday. Me, Ernell, Garrick,
let's go,
and Xander,
let's go.
We're all reviewing Batman together. This is probably going to be a 3-hour long episode because we're all idiots,
and I'm here for it, dog. If a Batman review hits 3 hours, It was a good
Yeah.
fucking movie,
Yeah.
baby. Let's do
Yep.
it. I'm down,
Yep.
dude.
There's no way that we're not going to do that. I'm
Longest piece
excited.
of content we
Come
have.
hang
Let's
out
go.
with us Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that's 3 p.m. Eastern for all you Xander followers out there. I know there's some of you in here. I love you guys.
We love you, East Coast babies. We do love you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Come hang out. It's going to be awesome. Please, 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 please let us know what your thoughts are about the games that released this February in the somewhat kind of glorious, not glorious year of 2022 already, right?
Yeah.
Right?
But let us know what your thoughts are. What game stands out to you? Do you have a game of the year already? Is there something we didn't mention that is a sleeper hit? Let us know. Discord, comments in YouTube, come hang. But for now, this has been the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you enjoyed the show, you can head on over to our Patreon, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
Yarg.
Squaw! You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken! And leaving a review there.
Now, before you go into the last line,
terrible at this, by the way, y'all, and we are unfortunately not doing a post show. That's right.
Not doing post show.
I just want to thank you guys for all hanging out. We've been running pretty long, but that's because we got so many thoughts for all you beautiful people out there.
You guys. Now, just as a heads up, I am making sure we are good about rating other people because we want to pay it forward. It is Women's History Month. And we are wanting to focus on some of our lovely people that we've been hanging out with, talking to. I have a very specific, wonderful human being, Amanda Up on High, that I have joined in her chats before. She's an absolute sweetheart, absolute wonderful fucking person, has a lot of fun on her shows. We're going to be rating her tonight. So, in the meantime, Devin, get us on out of here.
Thank you for hanging out. Love y'all. Tell Ernell to stop gaslighting his friends.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Have you been able to?
I know. I say be good to each other, but I'm not. Bye. We love you.